the net worth and lifestyle of U.S. President Donald Trump. In this video, we'll be following the life journey of Donald Trump, starting with his success as a real estate developer and ending with his election to the presidency of the United States of America. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, conservative or liberal, one thing seems to be true regardless of your political affiliation. Our elected officials appear to be able to amass tremendous amounts of wealth while they serve in public office. Watch this video to the end, as we will be revealing the net worth of Donald J. Trump while examining how he has built his wealth outside of his government salary. Forbes magazine estimates that the former U.S. President Donald Trump is worth $3.1 billion, ranking him among the world's wealthiest. The majority of Trump's wealth comes from his real estate holdings, which include properties in New York City, Florida, Washington, D.C., and around the world. He also has a successful line of branded merchandise, which includes clothing, home goods, and wine. In addition to his business holdings, Trump also earns income from his reality television show, The Apprentice. While serving as president, Trump received a salary of just $400,000 a year. Despite his position as the highest public representative in the land, Trump lives a lifestyle of luxury and excess. He owns several homes, including a penthouse in Trump Tower, New York City, and a lavish estate in Palm Beach, Florida. He also has a fleet of private jets and helicopters and often travels by limousine. Trump's clothing line is known for its high-end, expensive items, and he has been known to wear only the best designer labels. He also has a golf course empire which includes properties in the United States, Scotland, and Ireland. Trump's lifestyle is the epitome of luxury, and he is often seen vacationing at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida, or one of his other properties around the world. While Trump's net worth and lifestyle are undoubtedly impressive, it is essential to remember that he did not become a billionaire overnight. Donald Trump's success can largely be attributed to his family's wealth and connections. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer in New York City, and Trump inherited a sizable portion of his father's estate. Trump also had the benefit of attending some of the best schools in the country, including the Wharton School of Business. Trump's connections and family wealth gave him a leg up in the business world, and he used these advantages to build upon his father's success and expand the family business into a global empire. So while Trump may be an inspiration to those who want to become wealthy, it is essential to remember that he had a lot of help along the way. According to an in-depth report from Bloomberg, the presidency has cost Trump $700 million of his initial wealth. After stumbling out of office through an insurrectionist riot, a second impeachment, and 500,000 American deaths associated with it, his brand has been tarnished to say the least. He's facing serious legal challenges on several fronts. His political capital is dwindling, he's lost his social media megaphone, his properties are aging, and his portfolio is lopsided in favor of commercial real estate that cratered when it killed the traditional office. Secondly, the pandemic dealt a heavy blow to many sectors of the economy, and commercial real estate was no exception. Trump's properties were among those that suffered, as businesses closed their doors and people stopped traveling. This had a domino effect on Trump's wealth, which decreased significantly after he left office. While the pandemic is not the only reason why Trump's wealth has declined, it is certainly one of the main contributing factors. Trump's commercial real estate holdings, as well as resort and hotels, have all been hit hard by the pandemic, leading to a decrease in his overall wealth. In addition, Trump's brand also took a hit following the Capitol attack, causing many to sever ties with him. As a result, Trump has lost millions of dollars in revenue and his net worth has declined significantly. However, it is important to note that Trump still remains one of the wealthiest people in the world and his financial situation is far from dire. Nevertheless, the pandemic and the Capitol attack have certainly taken a toll on his wealth. While Trump certainly isn't the first president to face difficulties after leaving office, George W. Bush was deeply unpopular after his handling of the Iraq War, and Barack Obama faced a number of challenges during his tenure. The scope and severity of Trump's problems are unprecedented. It remains to be seen how Trump will recover from such a tumultuous period in office, but one thing is certain: he will have to work hard to rebuild his business empire. As president, Trump has a number of advantages that other business owners don't. For one, Trump has the title of President of the United States at his disposal, which he can use to promote his business or attack his enemies. Additionally, Trump has access to classified information that he can use to make business decisions. And finally, Trump can use the office of the presidency to try and influence government policy to benefit his business interests. For example, he could direct the Justice Department to investigate a competitor, or he could declassify information that would give him an advantage in a negotiation. He could also use his position to publicly shame a company that he doesn't want to do business with. In short, as president, Trump has a number of tools at his disposal that other business owners don't, which gives him a significant advantage. Trump has been involved in a number of controversies during his career as a businessman and politician. These include allegations of sexual assault, fraud, and racism. In 1989, Trump was accused of sexual misconduct with a 13-year-old girl at one of his Manhattan properties. The case was later settled out of court, and Trump denied the allegations. In 1973, Trump and his father were sued by the U.S. Justice Department for violating the Fair Housing Act. Trump was accused of discriminating against black renters. The case was later settled. In 2020, Trump was impeached by the House of Representatives for allegedly pressuring Ukraine to investigate his political rival Joe Biden. Trump denied the charges and was acquitted by the Senate. Trump has also been accused of fraud in connection with his real estate businesses. In 2016, Trump was sued by the Attorney General of New York for running a fraudulent university. The case is still pending. And finally, Trump has been accused of racism. In 1989, Trump took out a full-page ad in several New York newspapers calling for the death penalty for the Central Park Five, a group of black and Latino teenagers who were wrongly accused of raping a white woman. In 2020, Trump was recorded saying he wanted to shoot immigrants. Trump has also been accused of making racist statements about Native Americans, Muslims, and other groups. In a nutshell, Donald Trump is a controversial figure who was born into a wealthy family and has been rich and powerful for most of his life, long before he became the President of the United States of America. His business dealings, personal life, and presidency have often been under scrutiny, with many questioning his motivations and suitability for the role. However, there is no doubt that Donald Trump has been successful in business, but he has also been embroiled in a number of scandals that have caused his credibility to be questioned. His lifestyle and net worth also show how he has used the office to his advantage. For example, he has stayed at his own properties while traveling on government business, which has generated revenue for those businesses. And while he claims to have donated millions of dollars to charity, investigations have shown that many of these donations were not actually Trump himself, but from other people and organizations associated with him. Whatever the case may be, Donald Trump is a very complex figure, and there is still much we don't know about him. What we do know, however, is that he has a very luxurious lifestyle and is involved in many business dealings. It's difficult to say exactly how Trump spends his money, but it's clear he has a lot of it. He has been quoted as saying, "I'm really rich," and there's no doubt that he is one of the wealthiest people in the world. He also has a very expensive lifestyle with numerous houses, cars, and other possessions. Overall, Donald Trump is among the most contentious politicians in history, and opinions on him vary widely. Some people see him as a successful businessman and patriot, while others view him as a self-promoting egoist with many questionable morals. Whatever your opinion of him may be, there's no doubt that Trump is one of the most interesting and enigmatic members of the political class alive today.